Mayhem at midnight. Park Speedway didn't just erupt into celebration, it exploded into chaos. After a grueling 44-race winless streak, Chase Elliott finally delivered a victory, and he did it at home, under the bright lights of Atlanta. But what should have been a redemption story quickly morphed into something far messier. Behind the cheers and checkered flags, tempers boiled, wreckage piled up, and the question hung heavy in the air. Was this a heroic comeback or a complete breakdown of racing integrity? It all started with the rain. Just 43 laps in, light showers forced a 20-minute red flag. Fans braced themselves, crew chiefs scrambled, and drivers waited with bated breath. The tension, palpable. Then came the green flag and the unraveling. Christopher Bell's spin triggered a massive chain reaction. Ryan Blaney went hard into the wall. His night over in a heartbeat. Austin Cindric crossed the line first for stage 1, but it felt more like the eye of a hurricane than a moment of calm. Stage 2? Absolute carnage. A 23-car pileup ignited when Hunter Nemechek and Denny Hamlin made contact. The result? A scrapyard on the backstretch. Big names: Joey Logano, Ross Chastain, William Byron, Corey LaJoie, all wiped out in one colossal wreck. The red flag dropped, and drivers emerged from their mangled machines like survivors from a war zone. The incident wasn't just a racing accident, it was a breaking point. And yet, somehow, the fight at the front didn't fade. In a finish that came down to 1/1000th of a second, Tyler Reddick edged out Chase Elliott for the Stage 2 win. 1 millisecond. That's how close it was. But while the leaderboard kept ticking, the mood in the garage turned dark. William Byron didn't mince words. After getting taken out of a potential top 5 run, his post-race reaction cut through the noise. "We look like a truck series or something," he snapped. "Be aggressive, but try not to wreck." This wasn't heat-of-the-moment frustration. This was pointed criticism, a challenge to NASCAR itself. Byron wasn't alone. Chase Briscoe, one of last week's heroes, was blunt. Pretty much what tonight felt like for us. 5 words: total disillusionment. Ryan Blaney, after limping away from another wreck, sighed, "Just caught in other people's garbage." Story of our year. 7 DNFs in one season. That's not competition. That's chaos. And the madness wasn't done yet. With 92 laps to go, the final stage opened like a powder keg. Elliott, Brad Keselowski, and Alex Bowman stayed out under caution while others pitted, gambling everything on track position. It turned out to be the winning move. Behind them, the field erupted again. Shane Van Gisbergen spun into the grass. Bubba Wallace slammed the inside wall. Eric Jones went for a slide. Justin Haley brought out the final yellow with just over 30 to go. It felt less like a race and more like survival of the fittest. But at the front, Elliott stayed locked in. The last 30 laps? A chess match at 190 miles per hour. Elliott, Bowman, Keselowski, all trading moves, blocking lines, bump drafting like their contracts were on the line. And for some, maybe they were. In the final lap, Elliott struck. A textbook move to the inside at turn 1. Clean, precise, ruthless. The number 9 car surged ahead. When he crossed the finish line, Atlanta erupted. Homegrown hero, long-awaited win, fireworks, confetti, and a voice cracking over the radio. Unbelievable. Are you kidding me? After 44 agonizing starts, Chase Elliott was back in victory lane and officially playoff bound. But just as quickly, the confetti turned into controversy. Outside of Elliott's camp, the mood was anything but celebratory. Critics didn't just question the result, they questioned the entire race. Was this a Cup Series event or a demolition derby dressed up as one? The word inside the garage? Embarrassment. Byron's quote echoed like a war drum. "We looked like a truck series." It wasn't just about wrecks, it was about standards. These are supposed to be the best drivers in the world. And instead, the race looked like bumper cars on a Saturday night short track. Briscoe and Blaney didn't hold back. Briscoe's team begged NASCAR to let them fix the car until they were forced to retire on safety grounds. Blaney, Just another DNF in a season defined by disappointment. It wasn't racing anymore, it was roulette. And that's what scared people. Even media voices weren't sold on the feel-good story. On the Teardown podcast, Jeff Gluck praised Elliott's consistency. He hasn't finished outside the top 20 all season. That's solid. But Jordan Bianchi shot back. He doesn't lead laps, he doesn't win stages. In other words, can he really contend for a title? One win after 44 starts is great, but it doesn't erase concerns. NASCAR's playoff format rewards chaos. But what happens when chaos becomes the default? When strategy takes a back seat to survival? When the sport's crown jewel series starts to look like a highlight reel of near-death experiences? That's the real debate emerging from Atlanta. Yes, Chase Elliott won. Yes, the crowd went wild. But for many in the sport, Saturday night wasn't just a race. It was a warning. If this is what it takes to win now, what happens to the sport's soul? Was Elliott's victory a testament to talent? Or the last man standing after a race full of wrecks? Was this race thrilling or terrifying? That's the question we leave with you. Did Chase Elliott conquer the mayhem or just survive it? Let us know what you think in the comments, and hit that subscribe button if you want more honest, hard-hitting breakdowns of the sport you love. Because the fallout from Atlanta is far from over, and the road to the playoffs just got a whole lot bumpier. And don't forget, NASCAR's next stop could flip the script all over again. The drivers will head to New Hampshire, where short-track strategy will clash with playoff desperation. Will the chaos carry over, or will cooler heads prevail? We'll be watching. You should too. Expect the garage to be a pressure cooker heading into New Hampshire. Teams that limped away from Atlanta will be desperate to recover. Drivers who played it safe may now feel pressure to be bolder. And as the playoff window tightens, every bump, block, and bold move could make or break a season. Keep your eyes on veterans like Denny Hamlin and Joey Logano, both looking to bounce back from brutal weekends. Watch out for Shane Van Gisbergen. His raw skill is earning attention fast. And don't sleep on Ty Gibbs or Eric Jones, who've been quietly sharpening their game. Also, don't underestimate the ripple effect this kind of race has on the development teams. Crew chiefs are revisiting their strategies, analyzing every second of green flag data to better predict where these chaotic races can turn, and how to stay one move ahead. Meanwhile, team owners are starting to ask the hard questions. Is the current playoff format creating better racing, or just more wrecks? Should NASCAR reevaluate how it rewards risk-taking versus clean driving? And in the midst of all that, Chase Elliott stands at the center. His story is now one of redemption, but also one of responsibility. Can he carry the weight of expectation into the postseason? Or will this win be remembered as the high point of another inconsistent campaign? The spotlight is on. The stakes have never been higher. Because this isn't just racing anymore. This is survival at 200 miles per hour, and the story isn't close to finished.